With the state of today's economy, it's more important than ever to invest in products that last for years to come. As the seasons shift and get cooler, make sure your closet is stocked with durable layers that stand the test of time from American Giant. American Giant's clothes work harder and are wearable season after season. Their greatest hoodie ever made is made from the highest quality materials that are cut and sewn right here in the United States. So you're investing right back in your local community. Choosing American Giant means taking a stand for American manufacturing and hardworking Americans, something other mega corporations don't care about. From fleece to knit, all in a range of colors for versatile daily wear, American Giant delivers everyday pieces designed for everyday life. Feel the difference of quality, made-to-last clothes from American Giant. Get 20% off your first order with code STAPLE20 at american-giant.com. That's 20% off your first order at american-giant.com with code STAPLE20.
If you wanted to learn how to do real estate investing, you got to pay $5K, $10K. You get a big box with CDs and cassettes and, notebooks and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So this guy was kind of frowned upon. So I watched every freaking video and I did the most craziest thing ever. And what 99% of people might not do, I applied it. I applied what I saw on the video. And in 45 days, I had a $4,200 check in my pocket.
Damn. Just like
that. Yeah, it was work. I mean, this isn't.
Sit back and relax and get ready for another exclusive episode of the Online Marketing Secrets Podcast with Lopez.
This episode is brought to you by the best AI software online called Goody. That's Goody. Goody will help you create all content for your blogs, websites, newsletters, articles, ads, and even pictures. LinkedIn posts, Twitter, you name it. All you got to do is go to lopezthesane.com/Goody. That's Goody. And the best part about Goody is absolutely free. That's right. It's free for the first 7 days. You can cancel at any time. Goody will help you create all your contents for your blogs and websites online. And it's 100% absolutely free, full access for the first 7 days. All you got to do, just go to my website. That's lopezthesane.com/Goody. That's Goody. Or just click the link in the show notes and get started today. Welcome to another episode of the Online Marketing Secrets Podcast. I'm your host, Lopez, so like and share this episode. And P.S. and by the way, I would appreciate it if you would leave me a 5-star review in iTunes or anywhere where you're listening to the show. I want to hear your feedback. I want to hear what you think. I want to hear about the people that you want me to bring on or the people that you think I should have on. So with that being said, today I have another special guest. My guest today is a full-time real estate investor and educator at the Arizona Real Estate Investors Association. He's also a co-host of a podcast, AZREIA Show, which is all about real estate investing. My special guest today is Michael Del. Welcome to the show.
I always say that's the
in Phoenix.
No. I'm from your side of town. I'm from Connecticut, man. So Waterbury, Connecticut is where I was born and raised. Probably lived there till I was about 18.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how'd you get into real estate?
Man.
Or should I say, how'd you get started in real estate? That's how I should. That's better.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was how do I say this? Like, I have a background in music and concerts and record label type stuff. So like, I was always kind of in the entrepreneur world. But then when I, doing events and nightclubs till 2, 3, 4 in the morning, just didn't fit well with like wife and 1-year-old. So I took the route and went and got a job. So I worked at Verizon Wireless, working 60 hours a week, getting paid for 40, sitting in a cubicle. If your cell phone bill was high, you were yelling at me. That's my switch, right? And I was like, yeah, I don't belong here. Especially like when I would have to go to the bathroom, you got to punch a little timer, right? And at the end of the month, it was like they tracked your time, and like when I remember it was at the end of the month, it was like I was 6 minutes over my allotted break time, and it was just like, warning, Mike. And I was like, man, I deserve something better than this, right? So it's like, at that time, this was 14 years ago, during the Great Recession, the crash, some guy was like at the water cooler, we're all chatting, he's just like, yo, houses are like 20-30 grand, they're cheap and all this stuff. And I'm like, that's interesting, right? Because I remember I had a buddy that would fix and flip houses a few years before, and he was making a ton of money. Houses were like 100,000-200,000. I'm like, that's weird, what's going on? So I got curious, and I just started like Googling and searching the real estate, and I came across this word called wholesaling real estate. You make no money, no credit, no risk, make 5K in 30 days. I was like, bam, that hit home, man, because I knew I couldn't be a fix and flipper. I didn't have credit, I didn't have money. How do you fix a house? Nor do you want me fixing your house. Being a landlord, right? You rent the property out for $800,000 a month. Then after your mortgage and expenses, you make $100. How do you quit your job and get rich that way? I didn't understand real estate. So when I saw that wholesaling, no money, no credit, 5K, I was like, I was all in, man. So I got super curious and obsessive with like going online and finding everything about it. And I found this guy, Tyrone Taylor, in Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama. He had only guy at the time. Facebook was new, YouTube was new. And he was just like, he had 100 free videos on how to wholesale real estate. So, and that, keep in mind at that time, man, like when you wanted to learn something new, like right now, online marketing podcast, right? Like you have everything at your fingertips. There, if you wanted to learn how to do real estate investing, you got to pay 5K, 10K. You get a big box with CDs and cassettes and, notebooks and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this guy was kind of frowned upon. So I watched every freaking video, and I did the most craziest thing ever. And what 99% of people might not do, I applied it. I applied what I saw on the video, and in 45 days, I had a $4,200 check in my pocket.
Damn, just like
that. Yeah, it was work. I mean, this isn't easy. Just like online businesses, any business is not easy. But like if you put the work in long enough and stick with it, usually you get some results.
Yeah, I be telling people, man, I'm still looking for the easy way out. I haven't found it yet.
Hey, I'm sure someone will pay a lot of money for that button.
I'm telling you, man. So back in this was like, how long was it? When was this? Back when did you find that guy online and everything? When was this? What year was this?
2009.
Oh yeah. So yeah, back then, there wasn't a whole lot of stuff like that online, back then,
oh yeah, for sure.
No,
and think, and if I could share that time frame, right? Like there's that Warren Buffett quote, like when everyone's greedy, run, and when there's blood in the streets, buy, right?
Yeah.
Or like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
whereas in our world, it's like, if there's a deal at the grocery store, everyone's like, oh, I gotta go to grocery, get a discount or whatever. But when real estate's on sale, everyone gets scared. Don't your friends and family like, don't do it, it's a scam, be careful. No, man, like America was on sale at that time. And people, my friends, family, no, you're gonna leave your job for that. Oh no, you love them and all. You're looking out, but you're taking advice from people that don't own houses. So
and this was after the crash too.
Yeah, it was like right after it. Like it was still like it crashed in like, what was it, 6, 7 or something like that?
Yeah, I think it was 2008, 8ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was still down here in Phoenix, like supply and demand. Like once it was a boom right before it, right? It crashed, and then you have millions of houses available, and no one wanted to buy them.
So Phoenix was the first area that you focused on?
Yes, because I was here at the time. I moved here years back, right? So like I think I moved here in 97 or 98 ish, right? And I was already living here, and I was in the music business, and then met my wife, and then then I went to Verizon Wireless, and then this whole by 2009, this one has started. The journey.
Okay. So, like while you were buying houses, did you get any big deals like apartments and like corporate buildings? Did you focus on a lot of that stuff?
No, my main focus was single family houses, so condos, townhouses, mobile homes, land. I would do multifamily, like 4 unit, 6 unit, 10 unit buildings. That was kind of like my expertise area where I figured out how to do the business. Yeah.
So like if you look at the markets today, the real estate market today versus how back then, 2009, what are some big differences that you see?
Well, we're in a very unique scenario, right? Like I said, usually when the market's down, there's a lot of houses available and less people interested in buying. When the market's hot, everyone wants to buy, but there's less houses.
Yeah.
Right. So now we're in this. We're like the COVID boom. Everything boomed up. Like now, what had happened? It's a weird dynamic that we've never been in. So now it was a hot market, right? And everyone wanted to buy, but then we had no houses for anyone to buy.
Yeah.
Right. And not only that, because of the crash here in Phoenix specifically, I'm sure it's happened around the country, we underbuilt homes. So in a decade, we usually build on average a certain amount of houses. We built half of that. In Phoenix's dynamic, we're one of the fastest growing cities in the country, so we have jobs and population growth, which is the key to real estate. So now we have more people, more jobs, and the housing supply didn't keep up. Now you got all these people that want houses, and there's just not enough houses for them to buy. So prices, right? Everything goes crazy. People are overpaying. So we went through that world. Now the interest rates then doubled. So now you got high prices. So we used to have high pricing houses pricing going up, but low interest rate. So the affordability to get in a house was still possible. Then when the interest rates doubled, your payment doubled on those high priced houses. Now they're unaffordable. So the market starts to pull back and slow down a little bit, right? So right now we have pent up demand where people want to buy, they're qualified to buy, but the houses are a little unaffordable, or they're just waiting to see if the interest rates drop so they can get a better deal. So there's a lot of unique things going on. So that's kind of where we're at now, at least in the Phoenix area.
Yeah, I know where I'm at. Almost everything's overpriced here.
I know for a fact. I think you guys are experiencing pretty much the same thing. You guys, Charlotte's blowing up, man.
Yeah, people still buying it though. So
or you figure out how to buy differently, right? As investors, with the real estate investor mindset is my world, right? So you got people who say, hey, I'm sure there's a lot of vacant land or infill lots all around Charlotte. People are just buying them and building on them. Maybe they're scraping a single family house and putting up a duplex or a fourplex or something, right? Yeah. So you're probably seeing a lot of that type of change in your area.
Yeah. So let's go back to wholesaling.
Yeah.
Now, what made you think you could do wholesale? And after looking at all the videos, because a lot of people will look at all the videos or buy a product, either or, and be like, man, this is a lot of work, man. I'm gonna, So what made you think you could do it? What was it? Something that maybe you didn't have a choice? You're like, hey, it's do or die. What?
Yeah, right. From my background, right, I jokingly always say this, like growing up in Waterbury, it's like you your environment's your environment, right? Like my uncle was a foreman on a big apartment complex, like mowing lawns and building things. And I would always joke and say he used to operate heavy equipment and drink beer. So I was like, oh, that's what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? So it's like, that was my vision in life. So, I wanted something better in life, man. I think that's all it really is. I wanted money. I wanted a better life. Right. So it's like, I will say after I moved to Phoenix and before wholesaling and all that, I was reading books like Think and Grow Rich, Success Principles by Jack Canfield. I was into all that self-help, motivation, surrounding myself around the right people. So like my perspective and the way I think and thought changed, man. I wanted to be rich. I was like, I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a businessman. I want to make money. I didn't want to struggle, so I just fought not to be in that world.
Yeah, man. Got you, man. So, did you start like looking for properties all around the country at some point?
No. Well, okay. So, good question. So, I started learning it at 9. So 10 is like when I quit my job, 2010. So I will probably say Phoenix has been such a great place to invest in real estate. I still do it to this day, but like I would say in 2018, things started to change, like marketing started to change, right? So like my world was direct mail, relationships, door knocking, networking, you know what I mean? That type, those really basic bandit signs. You may see those little mini billboards. I pay cash for houses on the street corners. That was our world in marketing. Then around 18, people started taking the data, the name and address of people, and skip tracing it, meaning where you can grab their phone number now. Yeah. And then the dialers started coming about, right? Well, into our world, like cloud dialing, auto dialers, right? That was never in our world. So it was like direct mail. I used to go to homeowners' houses to see the view of the house. It'd be 30 letters from 30 different investors. It was so saturated. But out of nowhere, this skip tracing and cold calling at dialers started sneaking in our business. And once you adapted to that, it was me, like you get stuck in your ways after a while. You're like, I gotta, like my marketing isn't working anymore and I'm not making money. I gotta change. And these young guys coming up, right? They're younger than me, always advanced on the technology. I'm like, I ain't skip tracing. I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? But I did it. And it flipped my whole business, man. And like, so I say all that to say you have to adapt in business, right? And try new things. But once I did that, I got some confidence in changing the way I do things and more into technology, which ultimately more software comes out. We were never able to, like when we run our numbers on properties and analyze deals, we use MLS, multiple listing service, what real estate agents use. You have to be licensed for that little in any state. So I couldn't comp or look at a property in another city. So once the technology has been rolling out and these newer software and these data companies start coming out, they're giving you access to MLS in every single state. So I ultimately started investing in Cleveland, Ohio. And I did some deals in Alabama, St. Louis. So yes, over time and technology, you're able to do, now wholesaling used to be local. Now you could wholesale nationwide from your home. I did my first year, I started wholesaling in Cleveland. did 25 deals my first year from my kitchen table in Phoenix.
Perfect. Okay.
So yes, expanded ultimately. I did, but I did.
So today you wholesale, you buy and rent, and no flips.
Oh yeah, I flip for sure. I would probably say wholesaling is my bread and butter. Like I said, because wholesaling is different from flipping. Like you find the property, you get it under contract, then you sell your rights to that contract. So you never actually have to buy the house. That's why it's no money, no credit. Then flipping, you actually put up the money or you borrow the money and you flip the product, right? And it takes time and there's more risk. So yes, I would probably say a handful a year. That's probably in my world on the flips. while I'm wholesaling, I'm flipping, me and my wife, and then we buy rentals as we see fit.
Okay. Yeah. So I know you meet people from time to time, or you probably get emails and people say, man, how do I get started in real estate? That's kind of a broad question, but I hear that a lot. What do you say to people when they ask questions like that?
Okay, so one of the reasons, like, I'm glad you had me on your show, is like right here. That's why I'm AZREIA, Arizona Real Estate Investors Association. It's called AREIA, Real Estate Investing Association. There's a national REIA that I'm under their umbrella. I'm a licensed REIA. So you can go to their website and go under Find AREIA, and pretty much there's a legit one in every city and state. Okay, so we're like the trade association for real estate investors. We protect the investors, we keep them informed, we give them resources, education. So you're going to be able to go to one of those meetings or go on their website and get the right information and get that, because every city and state is different, right? Yeah. So that's the start, right? Go to the right place, and you got to start educating yourself and meeting the right people, right? And you're not going to be able to go further into this education in this world of real estate, because to the average person kicking off, it's like the biggest house in your biggest purchase of your life. It's the most, you know what I'm saying? It's American dream. How am I going to buy 10 of those? Right? So you have to have your mind right, man. You got to, like I said, when I was reading Think and Grow Rich, and like, if it wasn't for the people that, like, I got my advice from people actually doing the houses, so that built the confidence. And then I also worked on my brain, man, building the confidence and just the positive things you tell yourself, or, you know, affirmations, or, you know, vision board, like all that type of stuff. It just all builds up together, right? So if you're not gonna, I don't care, in any business, so you don't think you can do it and you don't have the right people and mindset, I don't care what business you're going into, it's gonna be hard if you don't think it could happen. So that was the key. Then you get the education, get aligned with the right people. So what's going to happen though is there's so many ways to make money in real estate. So people first, they hear this, they go, okay, since wholesaling is an entry type strategy, no money, no risk, it's a good place for a lot of people to start. I walk that path. Then you do a bunch of wholesales, you make some money, you know the business, then you start flipping, and then the theory is like, then I'll make a bunch of more money and make bigger checks, and then I'll buy my first rental. So but at the end of the day, most people are doing it for financial freedom, which is the rentals or the cash flow. Right? So because when you're a wholesaler or a fix and flipper, you have a job and you're chasing the deal. Right, so you're still working. You might not have a job, but you're working for yourself. But you're a transactional business. You're always chasing for the next deal to get to eat, which is okay. But there's ways you can learn just to become a landlord. I can next 30 days I can show you how to be a landlord. So you really got to get around. Like why I say go to AREIA is because they have the landlord class, they have the fix and flip class, they have the wholesale class, they have the raising money class, they have the hard money class, they have the notes class, you get what I'm saying? Go horizontal, get a little taste, meet the people and all these different strategies, then see what works for your life, right? Because someone that wants to be a landlord or make cash flow and be slow and steady over time, going and finding a fix and flip is not going to work out well for you. And I hate to see you lose some money, you know? Yeah. So try to figure out where you need to be first in this world of real estate.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. Yeah, I think everyone has to figure out what they want to do and where they want to be, you know?
Yeah, and like, it takes time too. It's not going to happen overnight, right? Like,
yeah, this ain't no get rich quick.
Yeah. No. I picked wholesaling because I had nothing.
Yeah, you know, because I've been online for a long time. I've been advertising online and selling other people's products online for a long time. And when I got into real estate, I was kind of spoiled because I'm used to moving fast. I'm used to taking action, and I was like, oh, they said, no, it's not like that. This is not the internet. You're gonna have to meet people, go to events, make relationships or whatever. But it's online, you don't really have to have a relationship online.
Yeah.
All you, because I'm coming from an advertising background.
Okay.
So, I had to kind of slow down.
Nice.
Yeah. But that's how it is, but I think it's a good thing, man. It's a process, like I always say.
It is, man.
Yeah. So what made you come online? Because I know some investors, man, they're not online at all. They kind of like they just out and about doing their thing, and they've been doing what they've been doing for, I don't know, 20, 30, maybe 40 years, and they don't want to have anything to do with the internet. So what made you come online?
Well, okay. So I go by one theory. When we're in business, right, and marketing is the lifeline of your business. You need leads, right? So me, I look at it. I took my mentor told me educate to dominate. So that's when I'm looking to raise money and to buy these houses, right? So it's like that's another thing, man. No money, man. It's like I wanted to raise the money so I could buy more houses versus borrow the money from all these different places. So he said, educate to dominate. What's the most easiest way to educate to dominate? One, he was like, get in front of people and start teaching, right? However, like we had this thing called the phone that like gives you access to everybody. It's like, I think it was to market myself. It was to market my business so I could raise money and let people know what I do for free. Was really what it was. I'm telling you, man, like right now, my goal is to get there, but I don't have PPC campaigns. I don't have I might boost ads and do some minor Facebook meta kind of stuff within our business, but I don't have like any robust pay-per-click and all this stuff. So I have always been like just a relationship network guy, and I could build more relationships online. I could just message anyone in this world right now, right? Like, or create a relationship. So I think it was just to get exposure, man, to grow my business and let people know what I did for a living.
Yeah, man, I think that's the best way, man. Unless, like I said, unless you're one of those guys that's been doing it for 30, 40, 50 years, it'd be like, because I know a lot of guys, I know a handful of guys, like, they're older guys, 60, 70, 80 years old. It's, man, I don't want to do that stuff. He said, I'll just keep meeting people, and I still know the people I know, so I don't need that. And that makes sense to them. That makes sense.
Whatever works for, everyone comes from a different walk of life, right? Like, so me, or even like look at Grant Cardone. Everyone knows Grant Cardone at some level, right? 10X guy. So it's like he was in real estate. He was a businessman, but he swears by like once he went online and put himself out there, he 10X'd his portfolio of rentals. Just like look at him. I remember when he first started on Twitter, and he would do Grant rants, and all he would do is go on there and be like blah 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 blah, complain. And I just watched this guy go from doesn't even look the same, right? Just like a puny guy, just like blah, 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 yelling, and look at his transition, and he owes it all. And obviously there's a lot to it. He's being smart, hardworking, all that stuff. But he's always says it's from going online, man. Like, and me sitting back and watch. Like I did the same thing. I met Gary Vee. He used to come to Phoenix and do like book tours, like when he first came out. And I've met Gary Vee. He used to come to a bookstore. There'd be like 5 people there, and he'd be promoting his book down in Phoenix. And you got pictures with them, hung out with them, all that stuff here. And then all he would say is go online, right? And like look at Gary Vee. So in my head, I'm like, I watched Grant go from nobody, Gary Vee go from nobody, and they made these huge transitions and impacts in their lives and impacting people and their businesses. So even to this day, I'm probably saying I'm probably not at that level where I'm like, man, I'm missing out. Like, so over the last 2 years, I think I've been posting 3 times a day for about 2 years now. So I just started like really like taking it more serious. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just playing the long game. You know what I mean? That's it. And I'm just posting every day, just being consistent, just like I would tell you if you wanted to get started in real estate investing or anything you do. So yeah, man. So that's what I think online is where to be. Yeah,
online is you have a bigger pool of people that you wouldn't normally meet wherever you living at. You know what I'm saying? That's what I always say, you know. So if you had to get started today, let's say you were brand new, hypothetically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you do anything different than you did when you got started?
Well, obviously with, you know, the experience and knowledge, right? Like, I'm happy to wait. So I have no regrets. Like everything happened, right? So to give here, the harder you work, the luckier you get, man. Like, just by sticking with it, like, good things just always happen at some level. The opportunities come in play. So yeah, if I was to go back, I would probably go bigger and harder, faster.
Gotcha, man.
You know, you're nervous at first, so you're scared, you're timid, you're building confidence. Yeah, I did a deal, but like, one kind of limiting belief that you have, like when you're starting real estate, like you think you need to start cheap, like you need to do cheaper houses in tougher neighborhoods, mobile homes or condos. Then maybe I'll do single family, and then maybe I'll do multi. Like, just, you know, just have that roaring confidence up front, right?
Yeah, I agree, man. So if people wanted to reach out to you online or work with you or invest with you, where would they go to?
Right there, AZREIA.org, AZREIA.org. I mean, if you want to invest in Arizona or you're here in Arizona, we're your go-to for real estate investing. So come to a meeting, come to the office, shake my hand, let's talk, let's chat. You need anything, we got you covered in Arizona. Yeah, man, we're on all social media platforms. Look up Arizona Real Estate Investors Association or AZREIA. I'm personally on there as well at Michael Del Prete. Just easy to find, man. Just reach out.
There you have it. Like, share this episode. Tell me what you think below. All links will be found in the show notes. Until next time, we're out. Peace.